Hey, we on. We back.
Hey.
We on live.
There it is. Yeah, man, so that was Ottawa's own Nile Groove. I am looking now. They do have a show this Friday.
Let them know.
Coming up live at the Rainbow Bistro, 9:30 p.m.
Oh, that's the spot.
And it is $10, I believe, at the door.
Uh-huh.
I believe at the door. So check them out. They'll be doing a double bill with Elm Street Music. And again, that is this Friday, 9:30 p.m. at the Rainbow Bistro. $10 to get in.
That's
so
dope.
make sure you
All right.
do not miss that. If you're looking
Make
for
sure.
live art, yeah, man.
Make sure
they
you
put
go
on a
ahead.
dope
Anybody
live
in
set.
Ottawa, anybody tuning
sure.
in that's around the area, make sure you go ahead and hit them up. Rainbow Bistro, been there. You know, pretty dope spot.
Yeah, man.
You know, pretty chill.
Yeah, Rainbow
And,
Bistro definitely
yeah.
holds it down.
You
So,
know. Yeah, the time now is 2:42. Let's kick it with the weather real quick.
you know what time it is?
What time is it?
Hi, man, all right, let's go.
All right, so
Uh-huh.
today it's clear, low minus 21.
Aha.
This afternoon it's mainly sunny, low minus 20.
Ra.
For Friday we got a mixed sun clouds, a high minus 12.
Ba-ba.
Let's look at white for Saturday and Sunday.
Uh-huh.
In that Carlton, it's mainly clear and minus 18 degrees, but with the wind chill, it feels like minus 29. But check it out. It actually feels like minus 20 Fahrenheit for our American listeners. You believe that shit?
Yeah, boy! That's the show because we're on the radio show. You know, does time man what it makes you tune into?
New Jack City. Check us out.
Yes,
This Saturday
yes.
we on.
Of course.
You know,
of course,
New
of
Jack
course.
swing and R&B music. Nobody does it like we do, you
Nope.
know. And y'all check out the weather because that's how we do, right?
Yes, sir.
And that's what it's all about, you know. But crazy, man, as if I've never, ever seen it to be a minus
Yeah,
for like the Fahrenheit, you know?
for sure. But,
Insane.
you know,
Insane.
we've been increasing our viewership, our listenership, rather.
Yes, we have.
You know, and we never were in a position where we had to give the weather for our American listeners. You
Most
know?
definitely.
Yeah.
Most
so like,
definitely.
imagine it last year if we did. Like, you
Oh,
probably
my
would have
Lord.
seen this a lot sooner.
Yeah, with that
you know?
polar vortex they were calling it.
Oh God, I forgot.
You know, at one point I remember
Oh,
Ottawa. They were saying
man.
Ottawa got colder weather than Mars
We were
got.
colder than Mars.
You know?
Yeah, man. Polar
Insane.
vortex, and it was like a week of that too, man.
Yeah, it was.
I really hope we don't go
Nah,
through
man.
that
Hell
this
no.
year. I really hope we don't. We've done our. You know, we paid our dues. We've gone through it. We don't need any more of that.
That's
So,
right. That's what I'm
yeah.
saying. You know?
I'm definitely okay not getting no polar vortexes.
Hell yeah.
You know.
I'm the same, man.
Yeah, I
I'm
think
the
we're
same.
all right.
Yeah.
You know. So apparently the reviews have already started coming out for Star Wars.
Okay.
Yeah.
And?
I haven't watched them yet because I'm trying to stay away from spoilers.
But you haven't heard like something here and there?
I heard it was amazing.
I heard some
Yeah.
good things too.
So like, you know, working where I work, you know, I know a guy who knows a guy who did the CGI on one of the segments,
Okay.
one of the fight scenes,
Yeah.
and he got to see the pre-screening before it dropped, and he was like, you know, fans are gonna be really, really happy
Yeah.
with the movie that they got.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Yeah, and like it's the longest running Star Wars movie at 2 hours and 30 minutes.
Insane.
Yeah, and so like, you know,
Insane.
past Star Wars movies have been like roughly like about 2 hours, you know.
Yeah.
So this one will be the longest one to date, but at the same time, like, yeah, apparently it's like it's amazing.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm not really into the hype. You know,
Sure.
Star Wars is whatever to me. It's passe.
Yeah.
You know?
Yo, people
But,
were buying their tickets months in advance.
Insane,
Like,
man.
literally
Insane.
months in
I don't
advance.
get it. I never
Yeah,
got it.
man.
I don't know, but I mean, between Star Trek and Star Wars, I've always
For
vibed with
sure.
Star Wars. You know, I can't
Yeah.
really do, you know, classic Star Trek with what's his name? Spock.
Spock, yeah.
Can't do that, you know.
For sure.
Even down to like Luke Picard, can't do that. You know, it's crazy. So
Yeah, I
between
feel you
that,
on
it's like,
that.
I don't know,
Yeah, I never really was into Star Trek all that much. You
for
know?
sure. So to
But,
me, it's like, I don't know.
And
I
even
don't
Star
really get
Wars, like, I'm not too crazy about
Yeah,
it.
see,
but like,
same
you know,
with
I
me.
still check it out. Like, I watched half of Rogue One. I still haven't finished it yet.
it. I haven't.
You know?
Yeah, I passed out with
But-
Rogue One, and I don't know.
Well, I watched it on the plane, so I really had no choice. 'Cause
Okay, yeah.
we made it to our destination, so I kind of
Yeah.
stopped watching because I had to,
Yeah.
you know? But, yeah, I do got to go in and finish it off, but at the
Same.
same time, like, you know,
You
it
pretty
wasn't
much
like,
know
yo,
how
man,
it
I need
ends.
to go in and check it out. You
Yeah,
know?
no, definitely.
Although I heard it gets crazy.
Yeah, They're like, yo,
Yeah.
the first half is kind of slow, you know?
Yeah, I feel that because it was very slow.
Yeah.
You know, but I heard the end gets like they ramp it up like crazy.
Mm.
So it is kind of something I need to finish off, but I'm not necessarily really in a rush to be honest with you.
Same with me,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Honestly, 2 movies done that to me. All right,
Yeah.
this one, Rogue One,
For sure.
and Doctor Strange. And I
Okay.
don't know if it's the fault of the movie or if it's
And-
the fault of myself because
and that movie
they caught
shares
me-
the same actor too.
Which one?
The one that plays the villain with the weird eyes. In
Yeah, yeah,
He's
goddamn.
also the father who like did the
That's
blueprint
right. He's the one that
for
did the
the Death
blueprints.
Star.
Yeah.
So like it does have one commonality in it. So what is it? Just the actor, maybe?
I don't know. I
Yeah.
have no idea.
He's a good actor,
Me,
though.
I like
He
the
is a
thing
good
is on a
actor.
bad day. They caught me on a bad day.
Yeah.
And I just like passed out because I was like extremely tired, extremely exhausted.
For
you
sure.
know, whatever.
But yo,
But,
Black Panther's coming out soon.
Really, eh?
Yo, February.
Insane.
Yeah,
Black Friday,
man.
huh? Just in
Yo,
time.
Yo, February. It's coming out. It's
Right.
coming out in February, and like I'm definitely looking forward to it. I don't know if you've
Yeah.
seen the trailer.
No, I haven't.
It looks dope.
Really,
it
eh?
looks crazy.
Mm.
Yeah.
I watched a video yesterday talking about 10 actors that were hating on Marvel, doing Marvel movies and
Okay.
stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you believe I haven't seen Thor Ragnarok,
Yeah.
but you have.
Okay.
Do you remember Idris Elba's cameo as Himdo?
Yeah. It
How
was more
was
than
it?
a cameo. He's there for a little while.
Oh, really, eh?
Yeah.
Because they were calling it a cameo in the video, but yeah, so he was
No,
there,
no,
eh?
no. Yeah, he actually played a very vital role.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
But-
you think it was warranted for him to be there or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think,
you
again,
said
yeah.
vital role, right?
Yeah, he had a very, very vital
Mm.
role in it. How come?
Because he tried everything in his power to actually get out of that movie.
Really,
He
eh?
did not want to be in that movie.
Yeah.
You know, he tried every excuse in the book. He said the helmet was too heavy.
Yeah.
He said that he doesn't get any screen time. You know what I mean? He said that because at the time he started bumping, you know, as an actor,
Of
whatever.
course.
So he was in high demand. So he
Yeah.
wanted to get out of that. You know?
Yeah, but at the same time, you got Thor Ragnarok, and then you got Dark Tower. You mean to tell me
right?
you'd rather be in Dark Tower than
Which
Thor
flopped, and it
Ragnarok?
flopped,
You
you
know,
know?
of course. And
Yeah.
like, yo, Marvel is bringing in the money. You know,
Yeah.
like, yo, they're bringing in a ton of money. So basically,
They are.
you're going to be very, very well compensated for
But
it.
yeah.
But you know what? Sometimes it's not about the money. you
His
know?
his
I
agent
understand.
had to tell him, like, you know,
For sure.
looking at the contract, there's no way around it. You have to do
You
it.
have
So
to
he
do
had
it,
to
yeah.
do it. And apparently he didn't look too pleased in the movie. He looked kind of like, you know,
I can tell.
whatever
you
about
know?
it. Really, eh?
Yeah, sometimes I think in that regard, people read a little too much into it.
Yeah.
You know, because like watching
Yeah.
the movie, not knowing this, he looked
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
Although like it does make sense. I don't think he was wearing the helmet all that often in it.
Crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't, he wasn't. But he was the one who was like really leading the resistance.
Nice. I
Yeah.
think they added that too because of him saying I got no screen time. You know?
He's
Barely
pretty
in it.
badass in it actually.
That's
Like,
dope, man.
Yeah,
That's
So-
dope. They were saying, what's his name? Joss Whedon didn't want to come back neither because of Marvel interference over Civil War.
yeah.
So he didn't sign back on for
Even
that.
what's it called? The second Avengers.
Really, eh?
Yeah, yeah. Apparently, there's a lot of like. He doesn't like Joss Whedon as a director does not like studio interference. Period.
Okay.
And apparently there was studio interference with the second one, and that's why
Yeah.
when asked like how come the second one performed the way that it did versus like the first one being like a mega success.
Yeah.
Not saying that the second one wasn't, but it also like you can't ignore.
Which
the
one
fact,
was the second one?
Ultron.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, no,
yeah.
my bad.
Yeah.
I didn't mean Civil
Civil
War.
War,
I meant
that.
Age of Ultron. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
He was hating on that. He's like, yo, I don't want to sign back up for this because of studio meddling and stuff.
That's,
You know?
yeah, and that's
Yeah.
exactly it. Like you can't ignore the fact that it didn't do the numbers that the first one did. You know,
Even though it was good, I never like.
it was
you know,
good, but a lot of people are like, it could have been
Why?
better, and they expected better. You know,
In terms of what exactly?
I have no idea. I
Because
thought it
Ultron
fine.
was dope.
Yeah,
You
I
know?
thought it was fine. Ultron, yes and no. You know, there's some moments where it's just like, I don't know. They made him, and I understand why, but they made him act like a child. You know?
Okay.
Yeah, with the tantrum sometimes, and it's like
Yeah.
it was less menacing and more childish.
How is
you
it?
know?
How is it okay for Lord Beerus to be doing that in Dragon Ball Z,
Yeah.
but Ultron doing it in a movie and it's like, well, you know.
Well, I'll tell you why. Because Lord Beerus is an all-new character, where Ultron is taken from a source material. So if you compare,
But dog, I've seen the animated version of Avengers, and he's
Yeah.
pretty much the same way.
if you compare like the,
If anything,
the
he's more
comic
of a
source
Bond villain.
to that, like it's different. It's different. It is different. It is different. He's more threatening in the comics and stuff. So like,
I
see
don't
him
know.
kinda
Well,
throw
but to
childish
me, it's like
tantrums.
okay, but
Yeah.
we've already been there though. We've already
sure.
had him on TV and then an animated show doing that, you know. And even
But
then,
again, like, it
you
is,
said
like,
it yourself.
an
He was
animated show though, right?
yeah, but
Like,
again, like you said, he was threatening. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
who's James Spader? I think his name was the actor.
maybe I don't know. To be honest, I forget who acted
It was the dude that did Robert California from The
okay,
Office.
yeah, then it was Spader.
Spader, yeah. I thought he was pretty good. The voice was nice, you know what I mean? He played it real tough like that, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And he was menacing and stuff, you know what I mean? So, I don't know.
Also, what was I gonna say? I lost my train of thought. Yeah, no, I lost it. It's gone.
Okay.
It's gone.
Okay.
I'm still kind of coming off a migraine.
Mickey Rourke was hating on Iron Man 2.
Okay. How come?
He was calling Jon Favreau, he was saying he had no balls.
Oh, jeez.
You know, and he was hating on Marvel movies because he's like, yo, I put in so much effort and dedication into being my role, being the character of Whiplash, and they barely used me, and all the scenes where I was putting to use all the stuff that I prepared for got cut out. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I was like, I'm never doing it again. I don't want to do it anymore. Blah blah blah. You know what I mean?
I remember what I was going to talk about. Apparently, like, I don't know if it's 100% confirmed yet or what's going on, but apparently, Disney's buying out Fox of a lot of their Marvel properties.
Really? Eh?
Yeah. Yeah, so you might actually get an all like Marvel
Silver Surfer, Guardians of the Galaxy. Let's see it happen.
That's what I'm. And also,
Let's see it happen.
Infinity Gauntlet.
Right.
It like absolutely bothers because Silver Surfer is one of my all-time favorite superheroes. And how are you gonna have the Infinity Gauntlet with no Silver Surfer? It breaks my heart. It breaks my heart so much.
How can you make Sprite without lemon lime?
Yeah, I don't know, man. But like, it's a thing, I guess. But yeah, but there's a lot of people that are concerned.
About what?
If like they actually do buy out all the properties, because you got like Old Man Logan. Well, I guess just Logan was rated R, and also Deadpool's rated R. Okay. And they're like, well, if they get bought out by Disney, are they still going to be rated R?
They should, because Disney owns Hollywood Pictures.
Yeah.
Touchstone. You know what I mean? So they can do that. They don't have to necessarily put it out by Disney. You know?
A lot of people are worried that it's going to get homogenized into the Marvel Universe, and it's going to follow the Marvel Universe format. But at the same time, I don't think so, because Disney is not stupid.
Yeah, I mean, they're buying Aliens, too.
Exactly,
you know?
And that's what I'm saying.
They're going to tone that down?
But at the same time, though, like, Aliens isn't part of the shared universe, and that's why they're worried. But at the same time, though, like, Disney's not stupid. Disney's not, and there's a reason why they're buying out these properties. And especially with a movie like Deadpool that was widely successful, and like, Fox already established a successful formula for it, why would Disney go in and change that?
Most definitely.
You know? When already it's proven to be successful and it made back its money.
Might, you know what? I don't know. Because we're sitting here saying that, but they did interfere with Joss Whedon, and you know.
But Joss Whedon wasn't trying to do a rated R movie.
But that's what I'm saying. You know, like.
And especially with Ryan Reynolds.
Avengers. The first Avengers made pretty much $1 billion. Yeah. You know. So if I was Disney or if I was Marvel, I'd be like, I'm not even going to touch anything like this, you know? These guys I can depend on, they can work it, everything's going to be all good. Let's try to make another $1 billion, you know? But for them to be like, all right, that was good, but here, let's try to do this, you know?
Yeah.
It's not really broken, why fix it, you know?
I have no idea.
But now with this, it's like, all right, rated R, I don't know, you know, they're going to try to interfere some way, somehow, you know? You can still keep it rated R, but don't be doing this, don't be saying that, don't be, you know what I mean? And try to, like you said.
So. I think they're just going to keep it rated R.
We'll see what happens.
Again, only time will tell. Again, like, I'm not even sure if the merger's kind of been finalized or not.
I just want to see a good Fantastic Four movie. I just want to see Silver Surfer integrated into the Marvel Universe, you know?
Yeah.
As far as Deadpool go, I don't really care. X-Men, I mean, it would be nice to see them.
Have you seen the New Mutants trailer?
No.
It's actually, like, it looks good, you know? And at the same time...
Is that the TV show?
No, I think
I know they put out a TV show.
Gifted's what you're thinking about.
Gifted, okay. Yeah. Okay.
No, with New Mutants, they're approaching it like a horror movie.
Okay.
Yeah, and like less like a comic book movie, and like you can even see it in the way that it's shot and stuff.
Nice.
Like if you watch the trailer,
it's a movie, eh?
Yeah. If you watch it and the trailer's already out, it looks like a horror movie trailer. It doesn't look like a comic book movie trailer.
I gotta check it out, man.
Yeah,
I gotta see
pull
that.
it up now.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless you want to do it off mic, we can always
do it off
mic
you know?
as well. Yeah, it's definitely not a problem. But so I don't know. It looks promising. It looks unique, and I don't know if you've watched any of. Oh man, again I'm blanking on the name. It is an X-Men TV show that came out last year with Xavier's son.
Wasn't that Gifted?
No.
I thought that was what I was thinking of. What was that one then?
No. This one, it's named after the character, I think. I'm like,
the one with Xavier's son is the one I was thinking of.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, they have a new X-Men show called Gifted now, too.
Already, eh?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not remembering the name. Again, like, I'm starting to develop a migraine, so I'm a little out of it right now.
It don't matter, whatever.
But
you know?
yeah, no, that show's amazing.
Really, eh?
Yeah. Amazing.
Man, I got turned off. Mutant X kind of turned me off from anything, you know.
Yeah, no.
X-Men related, but it's not really X-Men, you know.
Check it out. It's well shot. The script is very well put together. Granted, I haven't watched the full season. I've seen 2 episodes. Yeah. Legion, that's what it's called.
Legion. Legion is what I was thinking of.
Yeah, Legion. Yeah. I need to go back and actually, like, I'm gonna watch it back from the beginning again because it's been like a little while since I did check it out. So I watched it back when it first aired.
Okay.
But yeah, with Legion, it was very well put together. Very, very well put together.
Really,
Yeah.
What's that TV show they put out? It was so bland and so dry, I even forgot the name. The one with Black Bolt and
Inhumans?
Inhumans.
Yeah.
I think Inhumans should have been approached like a horror movie. I think it would have been good.
I don't know. I guess, if they're doing New Mutants that way, I'm sure they could have done Inhumans
but that's what I'm saying. I'm saying the original approach should have been like that. You know what I mean? If these guys have a machine that can pretty much evolve you into the next step or pretty much, you know, turn you into... Yeah, you know what I mean? Turn you into like some next level, you know, Cronenberg thing, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, of course.
Insane. That should have been a horror movie right there. You know?
Well, it should have been anything and everything that
wasn't what
we ended up getting. Yeah. You know,
like what it was oh my lord.
Yeah, it was definitely not. No,
it was on the same.
It was a bit of a stinker.
It was on the same tier as David Hasselhoff playing as Nick Fury.
Yeah, man.
Those movies.
Again, it's
you know?
crazy because if you look back, like there's been a lot of comic movies that have been made. Back in the 90s and stuff, and a lot of them were that good. Like, there was the Justice League TV show for a little while. I don't know if it ended up making it or not, but...
no, I don't think so.
I think it just got a pilot. Like, it was live action.
Yeah, no, I've never heard of this.
Yeah, look it up.
Well, we'll do that later, too.
Okay. But yeah, no, like, some of the designs don't look too bad, you know?
Yeah.
But, and even then they had an interesting lineup for the Justice League. I don't even think Batman and Superman were in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they were in it at all.
Of course, you know?
And it's... but at the same time, like...
Because they're the heavy hitters, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And it's always weird with them, you know? That's why I was surprised they actually had Superman in Supergirl, you know?
Really, eh?
Yeah,
because it makes sense.
They had that, you know? Because, like, again, if you look at Birds of Prey...
Right.
Yeah, Birds of Prey...
They had Harley Quinn off screen.
No, she ended up being, like...
she was actually in?
Yeah, she was actually one of the main villains. Yeah. But Batman, like, they show him quickly, like, in some of the flashbacks and stuff. Like, they do have a Batman.
Yeah.
And they do have a Joker, but they have to fight so hard just to get them.
I don't see why. You know? It's a shared universe, man.
Yeah, but again, like, it deals with rights and stuff like that. And it's just,
but who else owns DC other than Warner Brothers?
I don't know.
You know, how easy is it for it to be like, oh, you know what, we going to tap the Batman pot and, you know, put him in?
And apparently now, you know how they said Jake Gyllenhaal might be Batman if, what's his face leaves?
Yeah.
Now they're like, John Hamm also is in the running for it.
John Hamm.
Yeah.
I'm putting it down right now. Mad Men, John Hamm. Yeah. Straight up.
I don't know.
Why not? He pretty much played Bruce Wayne right there in Mad Men.
Between the two of them, definitely John Hamm, but even then, I don't think that's a good choice, man. Like, you look at him, he just does not look like Batman. You look at Jake Gyllenhaal, does not look like Batman.
I don't know.
You know, John Hamm, I think, would be the cheaper option for them.
Yeah.
Between the two. You know?
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, I don't know. Just get someone like they did with Henry Cavill.
Right.
You know?
No, definitely. But, I mean, if you are going to go down that road...
That's what Marvel did, man.
John Hamm.
You know, Marvel took... If you look at a lot of the actors that have starred in their movies...
Yeah.
A lot of them were people who...
Up and coming.
Yeah. They're up
Idris Elba.
And then this stuff made their career, you know?
What's that other dude?
Even Robert Downey Jr. when they brought him in,
he resurrecting his career. Yeah, same with the dude from Whiplash, resurrecting his career. You know what I mean? Mickey Rourke.
Yeah.
Who else was brand new? Tom Hiddleston or whatever. He was doing some movies, but not really. You know.
Chris Evans as well.
Chris Evans.
Same way.
You know. The guy that played Thor. What's his name?
Liam. No,
that's his brother.
Yeah, something. Chris Hemsworth.
Chris Hemsworth. You know.
Again.
Straight up, you know what I mean? Mark Ruffalo here and there, you know what I mean?
For sure.
Same deal.
For sure.
You know?
And then if you look at, again, like the actor they got for Black Panther, same deal.
Same deal.
Scarlet
Black Panther
Witch,
straight up.
Same.
Again, she was making movies every now and then. She had more of a cult following.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? With movies that were like, you know, low budget or whatever.
But a lot,
straight to
again,
DVD.
a lot of the cast that are like now leading. Tom Holland.
I was gonna say that too.
Yeah, Tom Holland.
Yeah.
You know, so if you look at them, like, and again, if you look at DC, you did that with Superman.
And Wonder Woman.
Yeah. You know, like,
Yeah.
There's no reason why you can't do that with
Batman.
Batman as well.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
If,
to me,
like,
as long as
2/3 of your trio is already like that.
Yeah,
like,
why not, right?
Yeah,
but I guess you need somebody to lead the charge like that. You know what I mean? Somebody that's either, again, man, just do what Marvel did. Get somebody that kind of sort of fallen from grace, but can still have the acting chops. You know, and just revitalize his career. You know what I mean?
Well,
look at the dude that played Ant-Man. Same deal.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I don't think Ben Affleck was a bad choice, to be honest with you.
Ben Affleck was a good choice for The Dark Knight Returns, and I hate The Dark Knight Returns, and I hate Zack Snyder, and I don't want none of them to do it. None of that. I don't want nothing like that.
One thing, like, they kind of backed themselves in a corner creatively by aging him up. It made no sense.
Right.
It made no sense at all.
Not at all. Look at Spider-Man, for God's sake. You know what I mean? Tom Holland?
But a Nightwing movie got announced.
I heard that.
Yeah.
Same with Venom, you know, and same with, there was another DC movie that got announced, too. Whatever, it's all good.
Well, right now there's a lot of pressure on Aquaman, because that's the next movie to come out.
Apparently they might even scrap it.
Yeah,
because it's tied in the same universe as the one that, you know, because Justice League flopped, Batman vs. Superman flopped, and I just found out it's actually called Batman v Superman.
Yeah.
But forget all that. Batman versus Superman.
Of course.
Okay? Because it's not Muhammad Ali v Mike Tyson. We don't do that, you know? No. But that flopped too. Wonder Woman was okay.
No, Wonder Woman did amazingly.
Yeah, but in terms of, like, if you see the graph of, like, because Batman versus Superman, once again, I think it made more money than Wonder Woman. You know, but that's because of Batman and Superman. You know?
Of course. It did break records though for Wonder Woman.
Because it was the first. It was the first female directed movie.
Yeah. But even beyond that, it is now.
It's the first female superhero movie. Straight up, she was the main character. You know, and
it's also,
and it did money. It made money.
It is the highest grossing superhero origin film. Before that was Sam Raimi's Spider-Man.
Insane.
Yeah, and
Insane.
this kind of like outdid it. But it's all like, I think, home movie DVD sales. Kind of
okay.
Well,
Yeah. No, I'm talking about box office, you know?
No.
Box office.
This is overall sales.
Wonder Woman box office did okay. It didn't do that bad, you know?
For sure.
But Suicide Squad tanked because of Batman vs. Superman and, you know, Man of Steel was alright. It wasn't that bad, you know?
The cancerous touch of Zack Snyder.
That's what I'm saying, you know?
As a cinematographer, he does dope shots. Like, keep him at that. Like, but as a director, to have him spearhead everything. Again, I've said this before. I'll say it again. The big red flag for me was when he was bragging that Batman vs Superman did in one movie what Marvel took 9 years to do. I was like, that's not a good sign. At all. Yeah. How much did you?
But he was trying to boast though. He was boasting.
It was a boast.
He was boasting. He's like,
that's
yo.
when I knew this is not going to be a good movie.
Because pretty much what he's trying to do is, number one, boast, and number two, try to say, we saving you all this money. Marvel were, you know, pretty much milking your wallets, you know?
Nah, man. Yo, the way Marvel's
putting out these little breadcrumbs.
For sure.
Us, we got you the full meal. But just like in Mortal Kombat, when they set up the table, they flipped it over at you. You know what I mean? Like, forget that.
Like, Justice League was supposed to be two separate films.
It was.
Ended up, again, like, it was a lot of studio involvement on that one.
Warner Brothers.
You know? And you can tell that, like, Zack Snyder had this long narrative plan, but they kind of stepped in. They're like, you have a 2-hour runtime, and that's it. So you see, like, Cyborg barely, you know, he deserved, I think, out of the bunch, he needed the most explanation in terms of his backstory and stuff like that, you know?
He did. You know who else did?
You barely got that.
You know who else did? And I won't ever forgive him for that?
Yeah.
Slipknot.
Oh, Slipknot. Oh, my God. And Suicide Squad? Yeah.
He needed that. How can you shaft a Canadian actor like that, man? I mean, it was funny. I was laughing. I took the scene back a couple times to watch it. It was funny. But how can you do a Canadian like that, man?
Yeah, man, they gave him the title card.
Yeah.
And
man, he's on all the posters, too, you know?
Yeah, man. They did him
crazy.
Dirty, man. They definitely did
crazy.
him
dirty. And you know what's even better, though?
Yeah.
What's his name? Jared Leto. He was crying about, you know, his scenes being taken
I
out.
know, right?
You best believe Slipknot scenes definitely got removed.
Yeah, man.
You know?
It's like Adam Beach, at least, like, you know, you got screen time.
And he never said nothing.
Yeah, man. Like, that's
he never said nothing.
Right? I don't know. I definitely don't know.
Insane, man.
And that's, again, it does put things into perspective, right? Because I always thought that, like, did they...
But it makes sense, though.
That they cut your scene?
Yeah, but now it makes sense. It makes sense why they cut them scenes. Yeah. You know? Because with the serious nature, with the serious and gritty edge nature of Batman versus Superman and Man of Steel, and I think there was one more before that one. Either way, those two movies, it flopped. People weren't receiving them well, and they were going for that.
Mm-hmm.
They were already shooting the movie like that, and just with the success or non-success in this case of those movies, they're like, you know what, we need to reshoot everything. We need to, do it all over again, and that's why they made it like. If you remember the original title card, there was barely any color, but then all of a sudden they made it some like
the very neon motif.
Yeah, it.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, and even then, the director, they had somebody else that shoots music videos, I think, to come and edit the movie, and that's why they dropped all of Jared Leto's scenes, because I guess they were supposed to be those gritty, hard edge, scenes like that. And then in the end, they end up going down the Guardians of the Galaxy route,
For sure, and it's like, yo, dog, you got like, I don't know, I was complaining, you got more screen time than At a Beach and Common combined.
Right, right.
Yeah, crazy. I don't know. I always thought it was a little unwarranted. Like, it sucks they cut those scenes, and I know you put some time and effort into it, but you still got paid. You got paid well,
That's what I'm saying. If it was me, I'd be like, whatever. You know what I mean?
Sure, you got
paid I came, I shot them scenes. Whatever.
Like, you're fine, bro.
Yeah.
You're
it don't matter.
Fine.
Yeah, I shot them scenes, but they pretty much paid me for that,
Yeah, of course.
And if anything, I'll be laughing to the bank. I'll be like, yeah, I got paid this much for 10 minutes screen time. You know what I mean? Like, it's all good. Whatever.
I don't know.
What you excited for? You said Black Panther?
Yeah.
DC?
Black Panther looks dope.
DC, anything exciting coming up?
I was excited for Aquaman, but now they're even thinking about like dropping Shazam and like, the Marvel, like the DC universe is just
needs a shake up, man.
Super in disarray right now.
Yeah. Watch Disney approach them.
Yeah, man. But at the same time, though, like it like all of this does suck, but it needed to happen.
For sure, it definitely did.
Right off the bat, Zack Snyder was not a good choice.
Yeah,
it was not a good choice at all.
Apparently, they're saying it wasn't really Zack Snyder's fault.
Yeah,
Warner Brothers are to blame, but they just used him as a scapegoat. You know what I mean?
There's always a scapegoat. Right?
Yeah, because they saw how successful.
It's a lot of it was again like it was Dark Knight Returns.
Yeah, but here, check it out like this.
Not Dark Knight Returns. Sorry, the Dark Knight trilogy.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Because they put out the Dark Knight trilogy, and they made money.
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden they put out Green Lantern, and that was lighthearted in nature. It tanked. So like, all right, this is successful. This is not.
For sure.
They hired Zack Snyder, and they said, we want you to emulate this.
Yeah, do
you
this.
And that's why they had Christopher Nolan. They had Christopher Nolan as a producer, but he was in name only. I guess they just kind of like ran things around. If you were to do this movie, how would you do it? And they got his advice or whatever. You know what I mean?
And that's the thing.
And they tried to keep it going like that.
And if you look at the trend of when the Dark Knight trilogy came out, like back then, like the superhero films were like
in disarray. I'm not gonna lie.
They were in disarray, but they were more like the gritty.
I'm saying like before Dark Knight Returns or that trilogy or whatever, right? Everything was pretty much whack.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
And
it wasn't taken serious. And even around the time,
it set the tone a lot. But that's the problem.
It did.
It set the tone, and it set the tone for that time. And for that time, dark, gritty, whatever. But again, Marvel came and shifted the tone entirely.
Yeah, but to me, it's like certain characters, they got different themes and different tones too.
Yeah, of course.
Superman is bright colors.
Yeah.
Boy Scout for sure. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I wouldn't say family friendly, but I would say a PG-13 related movie.
Sure. Like Batman's bedrock, Superman's like skies.
Right?
Like that's the way it's always been.
Yeah. So I understand if Batman is like gritty and like super violent and all this. I understand.
Yeah, for sure.
Gotham City isn't really when you think of Gotham, what you think?
Yeah.
Dreary weather. Rain, and like high orchestra when it comes to like the soundtrack and stuff.
Yeah.
Do that, I'm not saying go back to the Christopher Reeve type movies because that's Silver Age, but just do something serious, but at the same time keep it in the same tone.
For sure. Yeah, I don't know. It just the design choice made no sense to me.
I got no idea.
Yeah, but again, like it sucks that this happened, but I think
it needed to happen, like you said. It needs this a breath of fresh air. A lot of people from Warner Brothers got fired.
Yeah.
A lot of people from DC Entertainment got fired.
For sure. And it sucks when people lose their jobs, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, like, if this was the people who were orchestrating this vision overall, they definitely lost a crap ton of money.
Well, apparently, what's her name isn't even going to return. Gal Gadot.
Yeah, but we were looking up, because you said that, like, me and my coworker were looking up and trying to find... We found nothing about this at all.
Yeah, because...
even like with Ezra Miller, you said Ezra Miller might not come back.
Yeah, no, he showed disinterest. He didn't really flat out say, but he showed disinterest just by the way the movie was handled and just how, it wasn't successful. But Gal Gadot pretty much said, I'm not coming back if Brett Ratner, the Rat Pack, is financing the movies, Yeah. But I think Warner Brothers, they asked him out,
Okay.
Yeah, just to keep her, because apparently he was making some, like, sexist comments or whatever, and I don't know. And to me, it's like, only time.
And like
only time will come out, and we'll see what happens with that.
Yeah, and again, like you can't lose her because like if you look at all the movies they put out, Wonder Woman was the most successful.
Hell yeah. Flat out.
Yeah, it's the one that was best
flat
reviewed. Made its money back and then some.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like the merchandise for it sells. Like even
Most
at like where
man.
I work, like it sells out like
they
crazy.
They got Barbie dolls, straight up like Barbie, authentic Barbie in. Like with Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman and stuff,
Yeah.
Same with the Star Wars now, They got
sure.
authentic ass Barbies with these Star Wars characters,
Yeah.
And it needed to happen. It definitely needed to happen, Stuff
course.
like that needed to happen.
And even then, like again, perfect example. We have the Justice League. We have letter openers. So we had the Wonder Woman like sword,
right?
Letter opener, and then we have the Batman like Justice League Batarang.
Yeah.
Letter opener. We sold all out of the Wonder Woman, and we still have some of like the Batman.
Insane, man.
And they're cool and all, but even then, like this is not it.
Yeah.
But it is what it is, I guess.
One thing that definitely needs to go, even if they do keep the Batman gritty nature, is Batman branding his people. Anybody he interrogates, he brands them. Anybody that
was the thing.
Gets them arrested. Hell yeah.
Really?
Batman vs Superman.
Oh, I didn't watch it. That's why.
He was branding his people.
Yeah, that's why I haven't watched. I watched like 20 minutes. And that's it.
Nah, it was straight up whack. Do you see Batman branding people like that?
No.
Right?
Like,
it make no sense.
Yeah, like he works heavy on fear and intimidation, but like I don't think branding. That's
he brands them because once they go to jail, he wants people to know that they're a snitch. So that way they would get karmic justice or whatever. And to me, it's like, what is this?
For sure.
Even like the way they had him, I don't know, he kind of reminded me of Spider-Man, the way he kind of hung back in the corners and stuff. And I'm like,
the one scene in Batman Superman, like again, I watched the first 20 minutes. And then, like, you see Batman kind of climbing up, and then, like, you see him kind of sneak up and stuff. That looked cool. It looked like Batman. And then, like, at one point, the water tower scene where he's kind of, like, circling around the water. Yeah, he moved like Batman.
Right.
And that was the problem with Justice League. I felt like, I know Batman is very gadget-centric.
Yeah.
But I felt like they made him rely on his gadgets a little too much. Like, the best part of Justice League is watching Batman rip into these goons, you know?
Yeah.
And, like, it was actual hand-to-hand combat. And he moved, like, the way Batman is
That's what I was going to say. I was going to say, take what Rocksteady's doing with, the Batman Arkham games. See how he fights and how he uses his gadgets while he fights. And emulate that.
Sure. And even then, if it's hand-to-hand, like a Batarang here, Batarang there, grappling hook, I understand. But, like, every scene you saw him in, he was in a car or in a tank or in a plane, And it's like, I understand he doesn't have powers, but, like, Batman has always been arguably one of the strongest members of the Justice League, and not because he didn't have
they didn't do that because he doesn't
they want
have
to sell
powers.
toys. You know what it is.
Action figure sales.
Yeah,
action figure sales. And that's why I don't really get on Joel Schumacher about Batman and Robin, because goddamn, the action figure people cannot think it was. They came down, they're like, we need to add this, we need to add that,
and if
we
you
need
look
to do
at
this,
it,
we need
Batman,
to do that.
Like, if you look at superheroes that move the most merchandise, Batman is the highest grossing one.
Most definitely.
And then, like, I think, and hard, by a huge margin.
Yeah.
And then,
Spider-Man
I can't remember if it's Superman then Spider-Man or Spider-Man then Superman.
Either way.
Yeah. But now with the success of Wonder Woman, who knows, that might change.
Yeah. That's what's up.
Yeah, but that's why Disney really, really wanted the rights to Spider-Man back.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, because, like, Spider-Man in itself makes money.
It definitely does.
Yeah.
Definitely does.
And
even if you want to get a Spider-Man 3 and get a whack-ass movie, the merchandise sold, man.
For sure, the merchandise sold, and it made it. It was literally, I think, the highest grossing one.
It was.
Out of the trilogy.
It really was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it might not have reviewed well, but it was the highest grossing out of the three, which is mind-blowing, you know? Because the second one, and it's funny, I think the second one was the best one.
Yeah, I like the second one a lot.
If you look at Nolan's Batman trilogy, the second one was the best one as well.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, the first one was too boring, third one too pretentious.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And with the original Spider-Man trilogy, the first one was good, don't get me wrong. Second one, like, really built on the universe and expanded on it. And, like, it
plus, Doc Ock. Like, come on now.
Yeah.
You know?
And, like, Molina did a great job. Alfred Molina did a great job.
Not without my daughter.
Yeah, no, he did a great job. And it fit the role well. He wants to come back as well. He's like, I'm
very,
very
not?
open for it.
You know? He should come back. And, what's his name? The dude that played J. Jonah Jameson.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, he's snagged with DC now, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
he's Commissioner Gordon?
Commissioner Gordon. He did a good job as Commissioner Gordon, though.
But he did a better job as J. Jonah Jameson.
But that's the thing. Like, he'll do a great job either way, right?
Yeah. I mean, he did a good job with Schillinger.
Yeah, exactly. And also, what was his... Playing a psychiatrist on Law & Order SVU.
B.D. Wong.
No, he was before B.D. Wong, though. He was a psychiatrist.
Yeah, he was.
Resident. I forget his name, though. I used to remember his name, like that character's name. But yeah, he did a great job in that as well. Like, he's just a fantastic...
Yeah, I don't know. I thought he was kind of bland as a psychiatrist in Law & Order.
I don't know.
You know, especially like he was good, but then all of a sudden B.D. Wong stormed the scene.
Oh,
like,
B.D. Wong,
definitely,
of course, took it from like...
Yeah, and now look at him. Look at him now. Apparently, he's doing a good job in Gotham too.
Yeah, he did a good job in Gotham. He was in Mr. Robot. Did a great job in Mr. Robot as well. B.D. Wong's a dope actor.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, holding it down for sure. Especially because like the Hollywood climate is not really geared towards you'll never. It's very rare you'll see an Asian American actor in a leading role.
Most definitely.
You know, and like that's why I'm happy to see B.D. Wong get work.
B.D. Wong's one of his first roles. He was in Karate Kid 2.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know that.
No way.
Yeah, I didn't know it was one of his first roles.
He was the dude that handed
the
girlfriend the poster.
Yeah.
For like the event that was happening, I think some dance ceremony or whatever.
Thing, yeah.
Bring your friend, you should come.
Yeah,
that was him.
I remember that.
That was him.
God, I forgot all about that. Jeez, the original Karate Kid as well. That was like what? It wasn't a trilogy.
It was
4 movies, wasn't it?
Well, with the original actor.
With the original actor.
Danny, I think his name was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Straight up, it was 3 movies, and then they had Hilary Swank. Fourth movie.
Yeah, that one was weird. And then they had Next Generation, I think, or something. The Next Karate Kid. That's what it was called.
We don't talk about the Next Karate Kid.
Yeah, that one was even worse.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that one's way worse.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I'm quick to claim Hilary Swank Karate Kid.
That
one
right
was
there. Bad, man.
The other one I don't even claim. I don't know what you're talking about, man.
For sure.
I know what you're talking about. That being said, we're gonna get to the Tunes 318 right now. We got Cameo.
We still got more.
So don't be lonely.
Coming. What?
That's what's up.
Okay.
You know.
Enjoy it. It is hot.
That's what's up.
Mm-hmm. Hey.
Gotta turn this down a little bit.
Of course.
Hey, so that was our talk, our take on Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Just
and
I guess cinematic
DC,
universes in general.
Yeah, EU, I guess they call it, the entertainment universe, you know. So anybody that's watching this, anybody that's digging this, much love. You know, shout out to all y'all.
Yes.
And once again, go ahead and let us know in the comments. Let us know what you think, you know. Let us know in the comments below. YouTube people, like, comment, subscribe. You already know what you should do.
Yeah.
You know. And we'll keep the music coming. We'll keep the entertainment coming. We'll keep y'all entertained.
And we're here till 6 in the morning. So if you're like, you know, watching the live feed, if you want to continue on the journey with us, check us out, ckcufm.com.
Most definitely.
Listen live there, or if you have access to a radio, 93.1 FM.
In Ottawa, locally, 93.1 on the FM. Locally. Anybody else worldwide, go ahead and check us out.
Do the website.
You know, and if you missed it, it's all good. I'm going to keep the link at the bottom. You know, you'll see it in the description below. And y'all can tune into the show like that, you know, the on-demand link. Because, you know, we get it locked like that. We got it saved. Y'all can tune in, stream it live.
We got dope music coming up. Believe
Most definitely.
We got dope music.
Most definitely.
Coming up.
Most
Check
definitely.
it out. You will not be disappointed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what's up.
Uh-huh.
All right. Take care of yourselves. Love each other. Peace out. Y'all know what it is. Home Invasion Show.
Peace.